so excited every time I talk to you guys on Wednesdays that my introductions are so loud and I have to redo them because I like yell into the mic. What's up, guys? It's Wednesday. Ah. Anyways, it's askxilentflex time. Yes, another askxilentflex video on your way, and I'm gonna go ahead and start and just read these. And I know you guys like it when I spontaneously do this, so I'm gonna read one that I haven't read before. Caught my attention. It says broke dating. This is gonna be a good one. All right, here we go. So basically, this gentleman is asking, Flex, I'm in a position in college where I have a lot of attractive women around me. I'm really confident. I'm really great at speaking to them. However, I don't have any money. So I feel like if I ask a girl out, I won't be able to take them out anywhere because I'm financially stuck. So what should I do? So this is basically, I mean, the question kind of explains itself, broke dating. So what are you going to do when you have a situation where you're in a point in your life where you can date women, but you don't really have the money to do so? So my response goes back to something that I probably mentioned months, maybe half a year to a year ago. And this is the concept of being the guy from the movies. And it's kind of confusing. But basically what this guy is, this will be you. This is the guy that has the potential to sweep a girl off her feet because he thinks outside of the box. He's the guy that girls watch in movies where he does something really cute and they go, oh, I would love for a guy to do that for me, or oh, I wish guys would do that for me, you know, all that cute stuff, right? So be the guy from the movies, not theoretically speaking, but you know, in context. Be observant like him. Be creative. Think outside of the box and wow the women that you take on the dates. Now that being said, I will say that it is your responsibility to use your creativity to harness the energy of amazingness within you. So my advice revolves around the concept of simplicity. A lot of women, they don't care where you take them. They don't care how much money you spend on them. They want to spend time with you. If you guys like each other, the fact that you guys will be in a situation where it is known that you're on a date feels amazing. Tell me that there has not been a time where you've taken a girl on a date, you know that you both mutually like each other, and you don't really care what you're doing. You're just so stoked that you're in this atmosphere that is labeled, yes, this is a date. This is us getting to know each other. This is us being upfront and saying, hey, I like you, you like me. We're hanging out for that very reason. So think about that concept. You can take that anywhere. You can take that to a park. You can take that to a hockey game. You could take that to a basketball game. You could take that to a picnic. You could take that to a nice place where you guys can walk and talk and just get to know each other. Now, I'm not giving you any solid examples, any solid actual dates that you can take her because I want you to be creative and think about what, and you have to judge, to me, it's based on the interactions you have with the girl. Because some girls you can tell, hey, this is a girl that's really active. She's very outgoing. She likes doing crazy cool things. You know, you can obviously be much more creative with that girl versus a girl who she may be very girly, and that's okay. She might not like nature things. So you're going to have to reevaluate what kind of dates can I take her on. And at this point in time, I'm telling you, be creative with the dates that you think of. They don't need to cost you any money. Remember, you can take that atmosphere of this is a date atmosphere. I like you, you like me. This is awesome because we can both understand that. You can take that anywhere. So that's my answer. I hope that helps, man. And my next question is from a great individual, and he's basically saying that he wants to do YouTube as a lifelong career. He loves it. He's passionate about it. However, his HD PVR just broke. He's low on gameplay videos. He's at a point in his life where he's got to decide, do I want to do a career in physical education, or should I try to just go for YouTube full out because it's something that I love? He just watched my Anything to Succeed video where I basically tell everybody, do what you're passionate about, do what you love, because in the long run you'll be happier. So he says, what should I do? So at this point in your life, I think you're in a position similar to myself. I would love to do YouTube full time. I would love to get paid to do YouTube. I love YouTube. I love the community. I love the people on my channel. I love making videos. I don't always necessarily like having a gameplay, so that's probably one of my least favorite things about this whole thing. But I love being able to express my opinions and stuff, and I love everything about YouTube. I love almost everything about YouTube. It would be a dream come true to do this for a living. However, is my channel at a point where I can take the leap and just hope that it'll work out? Nah, not really. It's not. But am I at a point in my life where I'm young enough to do YouTube and something else? Yes. Now, obviously, during college, I have had to cut back significantly on the amount of videos that I've been outputting because of my workload. That being said, I'm close to graduating. When I graduate, does that not mean that I can still go hardcore on YouTube and have my degree just in case my YouTube career doesn't take off? Because YouTube will always be here. unless there's some sort of YouTube apocalypse and the government gets rid of it and all this stuff, which I don't see happening anytime soon, hopefully, as long as we can keep shutting down those weird proposals from the government and whatnot to regulate what we do on the internet. But anyways, YouTube will always be here. So at this point in your life, I think it is more of a secure decision. It sounds to me like you already enjoy the concept of being a physical education teacher, being a coach. So that's already something that you're kind of passionate about. And YouTube, don't disregard my assumption that YouTube is not an important thing to you, because I can tell that it is. But at this point in your life, you'll be in a much more secure place if you, I think, follow your physical education desires, be a PE teacher, be a coach, and continue doing YouTube. I promise you will still have time to make a few videos a week. If I can do it, you can do it. And you will be in a much better place if you get that degree, do YouTube videos on the side, and then, hey, after you got the degree, maybe you can go for YouTube videos hardcore. You never know. So at this point in time, my advice just revolves around making a smart decision based on what results and what facts you have in front of you. So I think right now that would be the best decision for you. So my final question is it's an excellent question. It's one I was very, very happy to end the video with. He says, "Hey Flex, I was wondering if you could make a video or give me advice on here on how to get over mistakes." So I won't read his entire email. Basically, this individual has made some mistakes over in his past, mistakes that I think he has a difficult time getting over them because he keeps replaying them in his mind. He says, if I would have done this, I could have avoided this mistake. And he's doing that with a lot of other mistakes. So he's saying, how do I get over the past? How do I get over my mistakes? So first of all, you gotta remember, my man, that to live in the past is to stay in the past. You always want to be your mentality should always be focused on the present. By living in the present, you're acknowledging the past mistakes that you made, but you're living in a way currently that allows you to have learned from those mistakes so that you will be better off in not making them again. Also, you are living in the present in a way in which you are planning your future goals. So you're not living in the future by saying, I want to be here, but you're living in the present by saying, I'm going to do this so that I may get there. So that was a short little spiel just to give you the benefits that being in the present is one of the best places you can be. So that being said, you do not want to linger on the past. I will be upfront with you about something. Mistakes that you make in the past will always be mistakes that were made in the past. And the longer you linger on those mistakes, the less time you spend actually learning from them. So you got to recognize that shit happens because shit happens. And sometimes there's nothing you can do about that. I'll give you an example yesterday. This doesn't really have, and it felt like I made a mistake, and it wasn't even something I had control over. I was driving on the highway. I have currently the front windshield on my vehicle is perfect. There's no scratches. There's nothing. It's great. It's the first time I've had a windshield that hasn't had any kind of little nick, and I enjoy it. I'm like, this is clean. So I'm getting on the highway yesterday, and I'm not following any cars closely. I'm not doing anything weird. I'm not speeding. I'm staying a perfectly safe distance behind the car in front of me. And out of the blue, some big-ass rock comes out, hits my windshield, leaves this huge crack in it. And for a second, I'm like, oh my God, what have I done? This sucks. Now my window's ruined. Now I'm going to have to go get this filled. Now this is going to cost me money. Now I don't have a perfect windshield, so on and so on and so on. And so I felt that for about 30 seconds to a minute, and I allow myself to feel that. And then there's a point at which I stop myself and I go, okay, let's be honest. Was there anything I could have done to prevent that? No. Is worrying about it any further going to help the crack? No. Is worrying about it any further going to fix the crack? No. So what's the best option that I have at hand right now? And that's to just accept the fact my window got cracked and there's nothing that I can do about it in regards to the past. But what I can do right now is fix my window. So I know that that's kind of a skewed story in regards to things that you might have actually made a physical mistake in the past and had something that you failed at or something like that. But my point is that you can look at a mistake you made in the past and change the way that you interact with those mistakes, even if they're mistakes that happened years ago or if it's a mistake that you made 30 seconds ago. If you have the ability to stop yourself and instead of lingering on this mistake, instead of just focusing on, look what I did wrong and look how it made me fail and I'm going to fail again, and instead of lingering on negative thoughts like that, be able to stop yourself and say, and just recognize, like, dude, you made a mistake. And no matter what you do now, that mistake is always going to be in the past. It's always made. You cannot go back and change it. You cannot go back and change it. The mistake was the mistake. So you have to recognize that that is set in stone. There's nothing you can do to change it. So the more time you spend thinking about what could I have done, the more time you're wasting. So you got to learn to get past the what could I have done scenario. Now, if it's something that you can learn from and you say, well, if I could have done this, I may not have failed. That's okay. But you don't want to be lingering on it in like a downside sort of view. You don't want to be lingering on it so that you're getting depressed. You want to be able to say, what could I have done differently so that I can learn from this mistake and not create the same mistake again in the past or in the future. So in all reality, it's just a matter of understanding that the past is the past, and you have an option to either linger over past mistakes or to learn from them. And if you can work on your ability to quicker learn from your past mistakes, you will have a much more effective way at just functioning in life, because a lot of people get hung up on their past mistakes. And I can't lie, I do myself. It's something that takes a lot of practice to learn how to get past those and to just accept that it is a mistake. It is the past, and I need to get past this, and I just need to learn from it. That's a difficult concept. But it's actually quite simple when you look at it in just terms of how you can get past it. You just got to accept, man, the past is the past. I know it sucks sometimes when things happen, just like my windshield. There's absolutely nothing I can do to fix my windshield. It might piss me off for the next week that my windshield's cracked, but there's nothing I could have done to fix my windshield. It's cracked. No matter what I do, it is cracked. But I will tell you what I did do. The day it got cracked, I went and I got my window fixed. And you can do the same thing. The day you get a crack in your life, you can sit there. I allow yourself a certain amount of time to feel pissed, to be mad at yourself. It's okay. It's part of life, man. But do not allow yourself that much time to do it. Okay? Be like myself. I allowed myself 60 seconds of this sucks. You know, gosh dang it, I can't believe I got a crack on my window. Was I following the person too close? What did I do to get this crack? And then after those 60 seconds, go, all right, my window's cracked. If I complain and moan, it's nothing I'm going to do. It's not going to help my current mood. It's not going to fix the window. I'm just going to go and get the window fixed. And I went and got the window fixed, and guess what? It almost looks brand new. So, you know, treat yourself like the crack on the window. I'll leave it with that. If that made any sense, I hope that my last response made sense to you, man. You'll do fine. Don't worry. I promise. It's just part of life, learning how to get over past things. Everybody has to deal with it. Don't feel alone. I've done it myself, and I still have much work to do in regards to myself and my past failures and stuff. So don't be discouraged. It's all process. Anyways, guys, this is an extremely long video. Holy smokes. We're going on 13 minutes or so. Damn, I haven't had a video this long in quite some time. Sorry for the curse words. I'm trying to keep those out. I like keeping it clean. I get a little excited sometimes. So, anyways, guys, thank you for spending the time you did on this video. It means a lot to me. It's an askxilentflex video, 13-minute askxilentflex video. It's awesome. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope a handful of you will actually watch the entire thing. That'd be awesome. But I know that those of you that I answered your questions, will probably watch the whole video. That sounded weird. But yeah, anyways, guys, hugs and kisses. As always, have an amazing Wednesday. Stay flying, stay fresh, and I will catch all you guys later. Peace.